Okay, just putting those two song parts together. There's little bits of tinkering about, but you'll get most of this by listening to the song. There's a big long intro, but the intro ends on E minor, so and the verse starts. So I don't want to talk about that now. I just want to show you how to bolt the verse together with the chorus. If you have any problems with the intro, we'll sort that out in the class. So you've got really everything. I'm not going to play through the whole thing. No, I will. Okay. So here we go. So verses into chorus. La la.
B.
La 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 la. Oh, low.
Sorry.
E.
Yeah.
As if I knew what the notes were on the guitar. So.
No.
La,
Do, 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 do.
la, la. Oh yeah. La 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 la. There's me climb. La la la. I'm using the wrong finger there. La 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 la. And then we got the descent. La 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 la. And that melody. La 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 la. Same again. La 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 la. La la la. La la la. Straight into the bridge. La 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 Now, before it goes in, that's pretty much the end of the bridge. And then you've got a distance to go before you start the verse again. It's a different length of time you stay on this E minor, but it doesn't matter. You stay on it until you hear la 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 la, and you just follow it. This is the beauty of it. You don't need to be counting bars. You can just be listening to the song. Okay. There's one help that'll help you transit from the verse to the bridge, which is you're moving from E minor to C. When you move from verse to bridge. Now, the way I've got my E minor set up there, all I've got to do is leave finger 2 in. I can just pivot into C. This finger, do you notice this finger doesn't move? This finger's in from E minor, is already in position for C. If you're playing C this way, which is completely legitimate, you basically have to do a little bit of a shimmy because you have to take your finger 2, position it for C, and then drop it in. That's the closest. That's the shortest distance to get from E minor to C. However, controlling your second finger, when you've not got a lot of experience, might cause problems. So from here, the other way of doing it, if you tuck your finger up, look, you can drop finger 1 into your C position. Once you got your one finger in, the rest of the fingers will follow a lot easier than trying to go, where's C? Bang. That's a lot harder than doing this. Get a finger in, one finger into the shape. Finger 1, if you go in that way, break it, then you can see the C. If you want to go the other way, finger 2 into the C, and then move into your C chord. That's a general rule for chord changing as you're starting to integrate more chords. Anyway, that's basically it, I think. It's the transit. It's just remember when you come out of the bridge, you're sitting on E minor for a while. There's an interesting thing in the versions, different versions. There's the studio version on the album, and then there's 2 live versions. The one live version usually takes quite a lot of liberties with the breaks between the parts, and sometimes he goes early. But as long as you follow the tunes and respond to the tune and the melody, then you should be okay on any of the versions. We can always talk about that in the class. And the last thing is, what is the last thing? I just thought about one other thing about it. I can't remember what it was. I'll remember as soon as I switch it off, but there we go.